Alright, so I thought I'd do a fun video here. I just did a tier list for beginners on heroes in Clash of Lloyds 2. Now I really want to do this other idea I had, which is a costume tier list. And I just feel like it'd be a lot of fun, because I don't know about you guys if you're watching, but I'm actually a huge fan of the costumes in this game. Whoever at IGG is designing them, I just love the art style, especially the portraits, the animations, super cool. I'm a fan of most of them. You'll see by the end of this tier list which ones I like, which ones I don't. But yeah, I thought this would be a really cool idea, just for fun. And obviously, this is all opinion. There's no factual tier list. I'm sure if everyone watching made their own tier list, they'd all be different, and no one's would be the same. That's for sure. Especially with the amount of costumes we have right now. But yeah, let's get started. I guess I should mention before I actually categorize these is that some costumes, some came out just a month ago, or a week rather, whenever the most recent update was. Some costumes came out like 4 or 5 years ago, so just by that fact, some are going to be better than others. And one other thing to keep in mind is that while the art style, as you can see right here, like on paper, they look super cool, sometimes in game they don't. I mean, this isn't a knock on IGG, I love the art style, but sometimes they don't actually transfer well in game. I'll bring up some examples as I go about categorizing these, but like the actual character in game and the animations from the skill, it doesn't look as cool as the art. I'll make reference when it happens, or when I find one with that scenario. But yeah, no order. Let's just get right into it. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Again, it's all for fun. So let's start with Chiron. I believe this one's called Starseeker. I think this one's really cool. It's like a super futuristic design. It's kind of a shame that Chiron's not used more. He was actually my favorite hero in the game for the longest time. I think this one's cool. It's very rare to see too. It's more so rare because no one uses Chiron. But the costume itself, I think it's really cool. This one, I'm gonna have to go with good. It's old. It's on the older side, but one thing we have to keep in mind also is IGG are limited in what they can design costume-wise based on what the original heroes designed. So, Officer Reindeer, like, it's kind of hard to go outside of the box, really. Whereas with Chiron, they really did a really cool job. But yeah, this one's good. Nothing against it. If it's in the good category, I like it. I'd buy it. This one's in the shop right now, so I'm saving up for this one right now, actually. Abyssal Dreamer, I'd put him in meh. One of the things, I mean, it's a cool, unique design. He's like a octopus guy, but in game he looks kind of flimsy almost, like a really thin model. Personally, I'm a fan of default Nightmare Morpho, but again, don't hate me if this is your favorite. This is all opinion, and this video is for fun. Next one, Guitar Guy, Toxic Shaman. I'll put him in. This one's tough. I'll do meh. Not the okay. It's hard. I'll have to do good. I like the design. The art is really cool. My only gripe with this one is that in game, for whatever reason, his hair just like is half of his entire model. Like the actual character is like half of it is his red hair, and it doesn't really match the picture. But he has some really cool skill effects. It's like musical notes, so I'll put him in good. I think this one's really cool. Super cool one. One of my favorites. Super old too, but I just love this one. This one, I'll have to go this one. On Thematic, and the reason for that is that if you played really early on in Clash of Lords, it kind of had like almost a brutalish graphic tone. It was kind of gritty, and it had a little bit of violence to it, and you really saw that with like Pounder, Blitzbomber, Dark Rider, Savage Chief. It had like this gritty undertone to it that made it really warlike and brutish almost. And recently we began a lot of introduction to this like girly pop culture design, and I feel like it just is a complete clash, no pun intended, to the original art theme of Clash of Lords 2. If you're watching this and you're a really old player, you can't disagree with me that the old art style of Clash of Lords 2 is awesome. I'm talking about like even before Pangoli, like Pounder, Blockhead. It was super, super cool. And I just don't, personally, I'm not a fan of this girly, I don't want to say anime, but cartoonishly girly style. I just feel like it's such a punch in the face to the original design that this game had. So I'm not personally not a fan of that style. So anyways, this one, meh. This one's new. One of the rarest costumes in the game right now. I've never actually seen it. I know Nate, I think, did a showcase video for Komar for it. The reason I don't like this is because the model is like super rigid. There's like no fluidity to the animations in the game. It's like almost like he's a statue. But really cool concept nonetheless, like a metal Wolverine. I think this one's good. One of the newer ones. Cool design. I don't think it matches his original design too well. It's like a trombone guy, whereas before he's like a officer, but it's good. I like it. One of my favorites, hands down. I hope you guys like this one too, because it's just so sick. And let me drink some water one sec. Just, it fits Zafan's theme so well. And another reason this one is so good is because it's just 20 times better than the base Zafan design, which is like a statue, kind of like this one. But this one is so good. I think this one is also super good. It's just such a unique design. He's literally on a motorcycle with a gun, and when he casts his skill, it shoots the gun, and it's just, you can tell IGG, like, they did not slack off when they designed these. Whatever they were, like, they knew what they were doing. And if you're watching this and you design this, oh my gosh, please design every single costume. I just love the design of those two. I'm not even a huge user of Zafan, or a Zafan fanboy, but these are just so cool design-wise. I think this one's really cool. I'm going to speed up the video actually, because I don't want to take too much time. This might be a 30-minute video. This one's really cool, especially the animations. He has like a timepiece. The whole design changed, not just the hero, but like the animations. This one, ooh, this is tough. I'll go really cool. Yeah, this one's just so sick. This one, a lot of you are gonna disagree with that. Okay, no one uses this hero, and even then, the costume on the art style doesn't look that cool on this picture. But in game, I actually personally think the design is like really, really good. Sometimes the graphics in the game, they just don't look good compared to the art. But I found this costume just really stands out, and it's super unique design. I wish this hero was better. Her divine's amazing, but other than that, she fell off because she counters imp. And anyways, this is about costumes. This one's really cool too. Again, no one uses the hero, but if you saw this one in game, it just stands out so much. It's so cool. It fits the theme of the game so well. It's a real upgrade to the base model for Air Elite. Of course, no one uses her, but we're talking about costumes here. It's purely art and design I'm talking about. This one's sick in my opinion. This one, hands down, best costume in the game. Also not out yet. No one has it, but please, 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 if you have Pangoli, go to the costume selection and just click on that one. It just looks so good. Every single detail, it always stands out to me. The more I look at it, the more I see. This is also the newest one, so fair play. I guess if it's the newest, it's more likely to be cool. But in my opinion, this is the best costume yet. And it's so unique. Just please look at it in game. It doesn't do justice if you're looking at it in this video. I really recommend you zoom in game to see it firsthand. This one, I'd put this one pure beauty too. It's one of the oldest ones in the game, but one of the reasons I like this, not only is the art really sick, and it matches the theme of Clash of Lords 2, like the old days, but if you go in person and you look at it, I think Scorpio has it on base. He's in the Equilibrium Guild, if you're on Android. The animations are so fluid. It looks like a video game character of like a high-end PC game, almost. It's so sick. I wish I could say the same for other costumes. Sadly, I can't, but it really stood the test of time, and one of my favorite ones. This one's really cool, I would say, too. You don't really see this, obviously, because no one uses it. I'm waiting for this one to be in the shop. One of the more rare costumes, I'd say, but pure design-wise, come on, you can't disagree that this one doesn't look cool. This one I would put in good. I thought this one looked cool art-wise, but I was a little disappointed in game again. The gun and the animation of when she's shooting, she's like a robot, and it just doesn't look fluid at all. That's one of my biggest gripes with the game, actually, is the attack animations in this game are so bland, and I know for a fact IGG can do a better job. The best example I can give you is Foxy. She basically stands still, her entire model, none of it is moving, and she's like blowing a kiss, and she's only moving her hand. So when you get 1,000,000 attack speed on her, which everyone does at the top level, it just looks so gimmicky and silly. But anyways, again, we're talking about costumes. I say this one is pretty cool too. I'll put it right here. Thematically, it's a bit off with the game's design. It's like it's like a high school prom guy. But Djinni's like an assassin that's trying to murk you and kill you. So I don't know if it blends too well. But for what it is, it's good. It has new animations too, which really make it stand out in game. I'd put this one really cool. Such a huge upgrade from the base Ironclad, and I love the design on this one, actually. It has like a ram horn rhino mount, and it's just so sick, and really stands to the nature of the game's basic theme, which, if you can't tell by now, I value a lot. If it really puts emphasis on how Clash of Lords 2 art originally was, and it pays homage to that, I'm a huge fan, and this definitely does that. Foxy, I'd put meh. As I mentioned earlier with this Ambrosia skin, you know what, I'd put it down here, actually. A lot of people are going to hate on this, because they just spent $1,000 on this. I bought it too, so I'm not hating on it, but I just don't think it blends in well with the theme of the game. She's in like a giant wedding dress, and once again, similar to this wolf costume, she's like a statue. She doesn't have much animation in the actual in-game interface. Same with this guy. Not a fan of that one. I think this one's really cool. I'm gonna speed this video up, sorry if I'm not talking about them as much. This one's really cool, actually. The only downside with this one is his clones, the mini slides from his Insight, is the mountain with it doesn't take over the costume skill, which I think they should change. I'm sure they will, right? Right, IGG? But I think this one's really cool. How thematically the Enchantress and the Wonton, they have like a little bit of lore together, and they both fit that theme. Really cool one. Meh. This one, I thought when I saw the art, I was like, okay, this is a top tier costume. But then I saw it in game, and it just looks so flimsy. For someone like Ironclad, who's a giant tank, a beast of a machine, and then it just looks so skinny almost. But credit to IGG, this one was cool because it fit the Easter theme, which I love when they do thematic ones that fit events. Like this shooting star one was for Christmas, super cool. This one is February. I really love when they do thematic ones, but this one, because this one has like carrots shooting out of it for the divine skill, but I wasn't a huge fan of the in-game model personally. This one's meh. I would say it's unthematic, but Enchantress itself is kind of like... This one was cool because it was a Halloween one, so credit to IGG. I really liked that they did that. This is probably my least favorite one in the game. Everyone uses it. Not a fan. This one... It's so funny and silly that I can't say it's bad because it's just so silly. And yeah, this one's good. I like this one. Shout out Scorpio. This one's good. My problem with this one is in game, she's just the biggest character in the game. Literally bigger than every single character. Her head is huge. But aside from that, the design, the art is cool. This one, it's unthematic kinda with the art style, but this is one of the skins with the best animations. It's like so fluid, not statue-like, that I'll put it up here. So good job to IGG, whoever actually animated this one. This one, I think this is one of the sickest costumes in the game. In my opinion. It's in the costume shop right now. Can't wait to get it. This one, I'd put it here. This one looks so weird to me in game because she has these giant flippers and her legs are like 2 twigs. Alright, I'm gonna speed this up. Watch me speedrun this one. Meh. Really cool. Actually, I'll put it up here. The only reason I wouldn't put this in pure beauty is because the attack animation is so bad. She's a robot. She's like barely moving her little finger, and she's just attacking 1,000,000 times a second. Obviously, if you're a top player, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It looks weird, but I love the design on this one. Good. This one looks weird in game. It's kind of flimsy and skinny. Unthematic. This whole summer drop with the beach theme was just... I like this one more, actually. This one was really cool. But this, I don't know. These weren't for me. Good. Really cool. Really cool. Really cool. Put this... Yeah, I'll put it down there. Really cool. I think this is good as costume. I like that one. This one's really cool. You'll never see it, but it's really cool. And one of the things I really liked about this one is they really changed the animations of the skills. It has like new colors and everything. Ghosts popping up. Very cool. I think this one's really cool. This one, I wasn't a fan. I wanted them to make a Sapphire's costume, and they did, but the thing I don't like about this is, one, the in-game model is like super flimsy, not much going for it. And two, like lore-wise, like Sapphire's is an ice bird that freezes people. And then they just did the complete opposite and made a firebird. Basically the exact same thing as Sapphire's, but just a red version with fire. I feel like they could have done way cooler. It's not bad. Like, I bought it, but... yeah. This one, I think this one's good. Nothing special. I think the art design was really cool, like a velociraptor, whatever, dinosaur bird. I think this one's cool. I think this one's pretty cool too. Oh, did I drag it? No. Did I? Oh yeah, here he is. I'm a big fan of this one. It's basically Pangoli 2.0. If you played back in the day, actually, fun fact, they changed his design so many times. Like every month. Just go on Google if you want to remind yourself. Just Google Pangoli Clash of Lords 2. There's like a million different designs, and I loved all of them. He was the He was the Chrono Keeper for like 3 years, so they really cared about him. They don't do that anymore nowadays. They don't update shit like they used to. I would put this one in really cool, but this, if you watched Komar's video on this one, the skills are a little. You know what? I'll put it in really cool. Yeah. Because the art style is so cool. But if you saw Komar's video showcasing this one, the skills are just. I gotta put it down here. No, we're talking about costumes. The costume itself is good. The animations of Animalass's skills are so bad. Anyways, this one, classic. Super cool. Good. Christmas theme, can't go wrong. This one, super cool. This one, it's so cool. I gotta put it down here. It doesn't. You know what? This one, maybe. I'll put it up there. Yeah. And really good. Good. This one's old, so it's fair that I won't put it down here, but it's not bad. Yeah, that's about it. This is my 100% factual, non-debatable costume tier list for Clash of Lords 2. Of course, I'm being sarcastic. This is all opinion. I bet that a lot of people actually would put these ones as their favorite ones, but personally I wasn't a fan. Honestly, I play a lot of video games, especially PC ones, which with super optimized graphics, and I'm still super impressed by whoever at IGG is designing these, especially these ones in the top 2 categories. They're only getting better and better and better, and honestly, I think we're at the point where we have 2 costumes per hero max. I think we should start having 3, and also getting some new ones. I think Demon Slayer needs one badly. Who else? I'm thinking of someone. Shadow Beast, I'm sure we'll get one soon. Yeah, we could really start using some more for the old heroes, and getting our 3rd for heroes like Reneven, who I'm sure people will spend all the money for, or Chrono Keeper, or things like that. But yeah, huge fan of the art in this game. IGG's doing a really good job, and I can't wait for more. The only issue I have left with costumes is that in the costume shop there's only 8 to choose from. But if you have 8 to choose out of what, like 40, 30 now? It's just too hard to ever get the ones you want. But anyways, that's for another video. Thanks for watching. Comment below if you got this far. Comment below. And I'm not just saying that just so you comment. Like, I actually want to know what your favorite costume in the game is. For me, it's this one. I think this one's the coolest by far. And, yeah. I kind of want to put this one up here, actually. This one's so cool. Yeah, put it up there. Do this. Yeah, that's good. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.